today. Not today. I hate buying toilet paper. I hate it.
Remember to take your receipt. Thank you. All purchased items.
I'm finna taste these cookies. Baby, you can smell this lemon from the bag. Hi, welcome to my vlog series. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm Patricia Tone from In My Zone, and thank you for being here. If you're new, this page is about resolution, reality, and ride sharing, all of which I'm about right now. You know, I go through my phases, but right now, well, I've always done reality and resolution. Ride sharing is the new chapter of my life for the past 10 years, off and on. And I enjoy it. You know, people used to try to make me feel ashamed that I was a rideshare driver, and I didn't give a care because I enjoyed talking to the people, meeting people, and it was a bit of therapy for me. You know, like today I had 3 guys in the car today coming from an addiction therapy meeting, right? And they were in, I think I got them out of Playa Vista and took them way to West Hills. So, you know, today was one of my days where I get a little crazy and take long drives. And fortunately, the traffic wasn't too bad to where we were just stopped and sitting on the freeway. So it was a slow roll, but we were rolling, you know. And so I'm talking to these guys who have come from different areas for this particular meeting as I listened and figured out. One guy was from Houston, and another guy was from New York. The other guy I don't remember. He was a little bit more quiet. So I said, "What do y'all do?" And they all looked at each other real quick, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what? Y'all not selling drugs up in here or something?" And so they started laughing, and they were like, "Close." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "We were at a meeting for addiction." I said, "Oh, that ain't nothing to be ashamed about. Everybody got a damn addiction. Anybody that tell you they don't have some kind of addiction is a liar." Okay? They're a liar. And so they were like, "Well, you got a point." I say, "Cause I'm addicted to sugar, and I love sugar, and I ain't trying to get rid of sugar. And if I did, I might have more success with losing weight." You know, they started laughing and everything. And I said, "You know, people love to try to make you feel uncomfortable, right? And try to make you feel less than when they're battling their own issues." And they're like, "Yeah, you got a point." I said, you have these people with addiction to lying on people. You have folks with addictions to starting gossip. You have folks with addiction to jealousy and envy of other people. All of that stuff is an addiction. And they were like, yeah. And one guy said, and he's a bully over here. I say, oh, he's addicted to bullying. And he was like, yeah. And he was like, I don't bully. And then as we kept driving, and he said, well, he needs to be bullied. Excuse you? Who are you to tell somebody they need to be bullied, and how you know what they need? And I could clearly tell that the guy didn't like it, because there was an energy about him when it came up. I was like, don't nobody like to be bullied. And so we quickly got off that subject. But the criminalization of people who love to attack other people is just as bad as doing it and not and going to jail for something. So you have these people that love to do these criminal things. You don't really call it criminal, but in hindsight it is sort of like a crime, because you're doing it sneaky, you're doing it behind people's back, you're doing it and you know it shouldn't be done, but yet you're still doing it. This constant thing that people love to play God over people's lives, playing God by degrading someone. You're playing God by lying on people. You're playing God by giving negative comments and feedback to people, thinking you can control their life, thinking you have more power over them and what God has for them by using your satanic tongue, your blasphemous tongue, your negative tongue. They said that the guy, though, was a mean guy. He wasn't so nice or whatever. And I'm thinking, how you leading a group of people who needs help and you're an asshole, right? It just kills me. It all kind of ties into everything, everyday life. It's like whenever someone needs help, the person is all of a sudden this astute, non-errant person who, because you have the ability to help someone now, you want to turn into an asshole. Now you want to be a stickler for this or that, instead of just having some compassion and some kindness and just helping the person. There always has to be stipulations to when people help you. Well, if you would have done that, I would have did this. Or I was going to help you until you did this or said that. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Because helping people don't come with stipulations. Either you're going to help them from your heart or you're not. But people love to put the stipulations on what they do for people, and it's like you test people testing. I hate when people test. Don't test me, because I'm telling you right now, 100% of the time I know when I'm being tested. And then I'm not giving you the outcome that you want. I'm never giving you the outcome that you expect, because I know I'm being tested. Because either you're going to do something for me or you're not. Either you're on my side or you're not. All this wishy-washy in between. People notice that. We know. We notice that. And so the fact that all three of the guys said the man was an asshole, but yet he was the leader of their therapy or their sessions, just really didn't sit well with me, because you're not helping these people. Because the first thing they think about is you being an asshole. And that defeats the whole session, in my humble opinion. Who wants to be guided or led or counseled or helped by assholes. You're defeating the purpose. I was really sad to hear that because they came all this way to get help and it doesn't feel like they're getting help. I just kept saying, listen, in the end, everything's going to be up to you anyway. I don't care how many sessions you take, how many classes, how many this or that you do. In the end, ultimately, it's up to you in every aspect of people's lives, no matter how you look at it. If you want to stop drinking, you can go to as many sessions as you want, talk to people. I'm not saying all that stuff don't help. In the end, it's up to you if you look at that bottle or glass of alcohol and take that sip. It's up to me if I want to stop eating cookies and cakes and candy and bread. That's I don't care. I don't care how many sugar breakdown pills they say are out there. I don't care how many dietary this to submerge your appetite and all that. I don't want my appetite submerged. I don't want to lose my appetite. I want to be healthy. Now it's up to me on what I choose to eat to be healthy. It's up to me to exercise regularly, to stay healthy, to get healthy, to lose weight, to stay fit, if that's what I want. And so that's what I was telling them. Don't let people make you feel bad about whatever issue or problem you're having, because there's not a person on this earth that don't have something they need help with. It's just not true. It's just not right. And so that led me into, saying, I don't even know why I'm here. The guy from Houston, he was like, what do you mean, here or here on earth? I say, here on earth. He said, yeah, I'm with you on that one. And so I said, well, what do you do? And he said a lot of things. And so he couldn't even narrow down what he liked to do, because I asked that and he just kept saying a lot of things. And so I just left it alone, And I said, well, I thought I knew why I was here, but none of them are working out either. I thought I would be directing films and TV shows and all that stuff because God put that in my brain. That's all I think about 24/7. I said, the other thing is I am good at teaching. I've always been over things, teaching people, mentoring people, tutoring people. But all the people who told me in college, including professors and instructors, that told me I would make a great professor or instructor, never even helped me to take those steps. So what was the point of saying it? Not that I didn't pursue it on my own, because I did. But I'm saying, if you think I was good at something, but you don't help me or show me when it's something that you are already doing, then what does that mean, right? You're just talking. There's no action with that. So that bothered me a lot. I hate it when people say it or say things like that. Oh, you're really good at this. Okay. Yeah, I kind of knew that already. What? I don't know what to say. It was like in my screenwriting class, I had to change my thesis 3 times because I needed surgery. And so at first it was going to be a comedy, and you couldn't do it without a table read in class, right? You couldn't use the script if you didn't do a table read. So the first one I did the table read, everybody, oh my God, this is so good, this is funny. And I always get, you wrote this? I'm like, yeah, I wrote it. So then I thought that one would be too complicated because of certain locations that I needed. It would be too time consuming and I needed to recover from my surgery. So then I changed it to a drama, and I took a feature that I have and chopped it down to a short. And so we did a table read on that, and everybody like, oh my God, you wrote this? I'm like, yes, this is really good. And so that one I thought I was going to do because it needed only one location. And then some people started flaking on me on the crew side of it, and so I changed it again. And so then I asked if I could use, we had an assignment in another class where we had to make, I think it was 10 60-second short films. And so I asked if I can combine all of those films that I had made into a short, because I decided to do a series, I decided to connect all of those shorts, with the exception of two, because I didn't think of it right away, and make it all under one topic. And so they said yes, and I was glad about that. So because I already had the idea, I just wrote it into a short film. And I was able to shoot that because I didn't need a whole lot of crew members. If anybody flaked out on me, I could do it by myself. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I utilized more than one scene at each location, like at the park, out in the car, on the grass, in the park bathroom, at the park table, so I did things like that, utilize the best of one location. It did happen where I had to just have me and the talent shoot one night, and then it was just me shooting B-roll, so I was able to get the short film done, and I used my, at the time I had the 2.5 Blackmagic cinema camera. And if I tell you, I thought it was, what people thought it was really well done. And so when I was editing, one of the instructors was standing in the door and I didn't know, and I was showing someone some of the film, and I turned around, I was like, oh, I didn't see you standing there. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm watching, that looks great, so I get these one-sided compliments, but not the help that comes with it, so I haven't figured that part out yet, and I don't let it stop me, but I just haven't figured out how or why, that eagerness to help other people. Yeah, I don't know. So that's what we were talking about. I was telling him, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know. Do not know. We kind of got quiet after that, and I turned my little relaxation music up and headed back to LA area. Inglewood. So yeah, I guess overall you have to figure out. Yeah, well, I'm sick of figuring out. I said I'm just gonna do what I love, and whether it's good or not, I'm just gonna do it because that's just the way life is. And so that's why I'm doing my social media. That's why I like vlogging. If I have a camera in my hand, I'm happy. If I'm sitting at the desk editing, I'm happy. If I'm creating sounds on GarageBand, I'm happy. So such is life. But that's all I have for you. Don't let people make you feel bad, because everybody's going through something, whether it be good or bad. Just try to find the light in it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find the light in the darkness, right? Because it's there. It's there. We just have to find it. So thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a like. Leave a comment. Share this video with your friends. And I appreciate you taking the time out to watch my video. See you next time.